Hi, boys and girls. Bentley, you want to learn about frogs? Okay, you gotta sit down. Sit down and get ready. There you are. Okay. All right, here you go. Here's a treat to have. From tadpole to frog. In the spring, you may see frog eggs in a pond. There's the frog right there. And those are the eggs, little jelly balls with black on the inside. Eggs are laid in water. Each egg looks like a ball of clear jelly with a dark center. And that's what they look like from far away. A clump of frog eggs is called spawn. Let's go in close. Inside the eggs, tiny tadpoles are growing. At first, they look like small, dark specks. And each one of those little black specks is a tadpole that's growing, and it will grow into a frog. This book is a real book about real information. It's called nonfiction. In a few days, a little head and tail will take shape. And right here is the little tail, and up here is the little head. So this is inside the egg. It's the tadpole growing. Soon, the tadpoles wiggle out of their eggs. And there they are. Just a head and a tail. The gills on the outside of the body, of the tadpole's body, help it breathe underwater. So you can see the tail up here, and here's the head, and these are the gills that help it breathe while it's underwater. Okay. Oops. After eating the jelly of its egg, the tadpole has grown. So that little jelly ball that it was in gets eaten by the tadpole. The tadpole's strong tail helps it swim. So this is the head. This is the tail. And the tail moves back and forth to let it swim. You like to swim, don't you, Bentley? You do. Tadpoles eat until they are big. They do not look like frogs yet. There's its long tail. See it, Bentley? And there's its head. Soon, the tadpole has grown 2 hind legs. Right there. It's one of them. One on the other side. And the tadpole's gills, remember those on the side of the body? They have grown inside of the body. So you can see, whoops, let me see if I can get this. There's one little leg, and there's the other one. And the gills that used to be on the side are gone. They're inside now. Lungs are beginning to form inside the tadpole's body, too. And here, look, you can see the back legs here, and the lungs are growing in here. Now and then, he puts his head above the water to take a breath. As the tadpole's lungs grow stronger, its gills shrink away. 2 front legs grow where its gills once were. So now he's got his back legs and front legs. And he's starting to look a little bit more like a frog, isn't he? So his front legs grew where his gills were, and his back legs are back here. Soon the tadpole's mouth has become wider. It's not just a little hole, now it's stretching out. The tadpole starts to eat small bugs when it's hungry. Notice that the tail is getting shorter. It is disappearing into the frog's body, although it's called a froglet right now. For a few more weeks, the tadpole's tail shrinks. You can see it's just a tiny little thing. It's its back legs, its front legs, and its shrinking tail. Now the tadpole's strong legs and webbed feet help it swim. And the webbing is the skin between the toes. The tadpole has changed into a small frog. The frog spends some of its time on the land and some in the water. The little frog catches bugs and worms with its wide mouth. After a few years, the frog is fully grown. Every spring, there will be new frog eggs in the pond. And that is the end of our book. From Tadpole to Frog, a nonfiction book about the life cycle of a frog.